Well, good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to Saturday morning. It's the 12th of February and we're going to have a day in the workshop. Well, at least half a day anyway. Been a busy week. So yeah, I've got to tidy up a few things. Obviously, I finished doing the truck the other day. I've had her running for 2 weeks now. She got MOT'd. MOT, she failed on a loose bearing on the front passenger side, and we just need to have a quick look at the brake lines as well at the front. They're scrubbed up all right, just needed cleaning up. It was a bit mucky down there. So yeah, passed MOT in the end, which is kind of usual for a Land Rover anyway. There are 2 jobs I need to still do on her. One being my reg plate. So actually, I put the bonnet back on, and this sits just a bit proud of the bumper, the reg plate. I just flicked it with my feet and ripped that in half, so that needs replacing. And I've actually lost one of the bushes for the bonnet as well, so I've had to stuff a glove in there for the time being, but she's kind of firm. So they're 2 jobs I need to get done at some point, because like the bushes are like a couple of quid. I feel bad about buying a couple of quids worth of bushes and them being sent out for about a tenner. Need to tidy this junk up. So there's the engine cover and heat shield for it, or a heat shield for it. Just try and keep the engine a bit warmer. There's the door there for my coffin up there that needs to go back up. Mog, or Unimog exhaust pipe, which I built for a stove, which didn't really work, to be fair. But centre box to go back in truck. That needs to go on the MB, as well as that and that. This needs doing. That needs putting somewhere. That I got off a dealer. He was actually going to chuck it out. So he told me which mog that came off. So apparently mog's still running, but that light's come off. Obviously it's been in Germany or Austria, I'm not sure. But yeah, that can go somewhere for the time being. Welding table wants to go somewhere. I've got to just kind of tidy stuff up a bit. I've got all these shelves with no shelves on them at the moment as well. And then all that's tidy up. I've just started emptying bin as well. Right, so I've been playing around for a little while. You can see the insulation's back on. Down there's the engine cover, and I've had to put some new stainless steel bolts in as well, because Kanayaka's find the bolts that hold the cover on the engine. So if you're wondering why this is on as well, it's just to give it a bit more warmth in winter. I'm only doing about 7 miles to work, well, from my house to this place, so it's not really long enough for a big old diesel. So the warmer I can get it, the quicker, the better for it. So that's just on there for the moment. It always has had it on before I had it, but I did some work, took it off, and then never put it back on. So yeah, centre bit's back in again, but she's a bit wobbly. I don't know how I managed to get the bolts through before, but I can't seem to get them into a hole. So yeah, never mind. So yeah, there's a lot of junk in here as well, but some bits and pieces, markers and 13 to 7 pin plugs and a bit of change and hay fever tablets and a bit of straps, a bit of paper. All the general shite that you end up carrying around with you. So yeah. So yeah, that's her done for the moment. I'll put that light back in as well. But unfortunately, it's secure in light, but unfortunately my bumper's starting to give out. It's won't be long before that needs doing something with. And my last one I just went like that, dig, dig, and cut the ends off. So could be a possibility at some point. So right, I want this thing out, and then we can do a bit of shuffling around, hopefully. Right, so I've just had a bit of lunch. Progress so far, no Land Rover for the first time in a while. Reorganised my steel pile. These are all bits of steel that I've picked up from a lad down the road, who very kindly lets me ride his skip for a couple of days, we'll say. I do have the board still from my old tipping Land Rover there at the back. I'm hoping to dig that back out again at some point and put it on the back of the red truck. Made a bit of space down here, pallet on the racking, all the holes up there marked up, so they're out of the way for the time being. Ratchet straps up there as well, because they're usually on the floor down here and kicked about. Bit of baler twine. What I'm going to try and do is put all the baling stuff on that shelf, so obviously when this baler goes out I can get to all bits anyway. That's just a mess. This is a bit of a mess. I've just got rid of the bed, or the mattress should I say, so I'm just starting to sit around a bit. I want to make a little shelf up there, which is what I'm doing here, and I'm on overkill for screwing it together, but yeah, I'll just do for a little pallet to throw up there, and then some Land Rover stuff, my spare parts and stuff can go up there. Well, good morning ladies and gents, welcome to Tuesday morning. This is now the 1st of February, and we've got a bit of a surprise in today. I wasn't expecting him, but it looks like it's going to be another busy day. Grand day, blowing, but it'll be a nice one. Oh, there you go. Somebody who almost knows what he's doing. How he's managed to get across to that and cut that bit of hedge. He's done alright. Not bad for a second day. So yeah, just having a quick walk around. Still a bit messy down here, but what do you do? So, surprisingly we can do a long reach hedge cutter. I think he's 8 metres on the reach. So he's managed to get all this down here as well for us, so looks good. It's pretty much done most of the estate now. Done up that field and across there and back down, so definitely tidied it all up. Really got to get myself one. But yeah, he hadn't done a bad job since there's all this crap up there. And he's been busy on willow tree just down there, I think. It's always a pain in the backside. Really was ragging out with digger, but never got digger and never got one big enough. So, right.